What's going on, guys? George with another video and another install video for you guys. These install videos have been flooding the channel, and that's because they're highly requested. You guys have been asking me to do them, so I'm just gonna keep doing them. I have a lot of product that's actually here at our house, and I just have to pump it out because it's just been sitting for a long time. So I hope you guys are enjoying these install videos. If you are, and you guys are new to the channel, if you guys have been subscribed, do me a favor, make sure you guys thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below what you think of these installs. I'm super stoked about today's video because this is something that I've been waiting and wanting to do for a long time. For those of you guys that have kept up with my channel, you guys are well aware that I do have a fridge that I run with my setup. And keep in mind, I am running them with solar panels and everything is just working perfect, but the only thing that just kind of gets in the way is that I have it in the back seat of my truck. Eventually it does become kind of an issue because when I travel, when I take long trips, I mean, I need to have supplies in the back of the truck. Sometimes just due to elements and weather, when you have stuff back here and things aren't weatherproof or waterproof, things get kind of dirty and sloppy. So yeah, having the fridge in the back of my truck takes a lot of space. So I've been thinking of different ideas of how to kind of relocate this fridge and just make things more functional. And that's when this bad boy comes into place. This is a Dometic CFX fridge slide. And man, this is something that I've been waiting and wanting to do for such a long time. So before I open it up and figure out how I'm gonna install this and where I'm gonna install it, I wanna take the time to thank Larry and the whole Dometic team for the willingness to send this out to me. Honestly guys, I'm super stoked. And I hope you guys enjoyed this quick unboxing and this quick install. Let's get to it. So here you have the Dometic slide. Keep in mind, I'm just placing it here just for demonstration purposes, but as you can see, the mechanism and just the way it was designed, super awesome, super flowy. For those of you guys that do own Dometic products and possibly even own a slide, you know that these slides only came in silver. Well, now they just recently released this model, which is all black, and it definitely just goes better with the interior or the exterior of the bed of the truck. And for now, we are going to just position it into place. We're going to be doing a little bit of measuring, possibly marking some indentations just to see where we can place this and where it's going to be functional. So we are just going to mark the area where we're going to be drilling the hole on the bed. Keep in mind, once you do that, we are going to remove the slide completely away from the markings, and we're going to measure everything, make sure everything is lining up. All right, so we have my dad helping out. I trust this guy more than I trust myself, so he's gonna go ahead and do the honor. So I always like to ask my dad what he thinks of everything that I do to my truck. Do you recommend what I'm doing to my truck?
Of course, yeah.
At the beginning, when I started kind of modifying my truck, he was a little hesitant because, I mean, obviously every dad or mother would look out for their child's safety. Not only that, but he was a little skeptical about me going up to the mountains by myself and doing my thing. But now that he sees that I'm pretty well equipped and the truck is pretty much capable of almost anything, they completely have my back. So after he used the regular drill bit, which looks something like this right here, he's switching over to one of these step bits, and pretty much what it does, it kind of just expands and opens the hole to the correct size. As always, we do have Buddy always invading, being nosy. So we did run into a little issue when trying to bolt the slide to the bed of the truck. The reason why we had that issue is because I do have bed stiffeners on the truck, and it does have kind of like a little lip that kind of sticks out. And basically when I try to pull out the slide, it keeps hitting that. So I'm not too sure if you guys can see the spacers or not, but we did put a rubber spacer and we did use some metal washers to actually kind of position this and elevate this slide into place. So the reason why we did that is because the rubber actually adds a little bit of cushion in between the slide and the bed. A lot of people think that these beds are made out of plastic just because they do have a plastic cover in the inside. These are actually made out of fiberglass. So if you were to put a washer, obviously with the weight of the slide and the weight of the Dometic, eventually with vibration, it could cause the bed or the fiberglass to crack. So we figured, why not put a small rubber gasket just like this one, obviously with a couple of washers on top, and it's definitely just gonna give it that nice cushion. At the same time, if it does add any type of vibration, the rubber will absorb all the vibrations and it won't make any noise. When it comes down to the type of hardware that we use, honestly guys, basic hardware from your local hardware store, I do recommend that you do use lock nuts when you're going to be installing stuff like this, and always buy stainless steel nuts and bolts. Obviously you can use whatever hardware you want, but I usually tend to just lean more towards this type of hardware just because it gives me a peace of mind knowing that these things are going to crack, they're not going to get corroded, and I'm not going to have any issues on the road. When it comes down to the quality of this Dometic slide, honestly guys, it's super well built. I did kind of shake it around and move it around, and this thing is 100% solid. From the texture of the paint to the attention to detail when it comes down to the slides, the hardware that was provided, honestly guys, this thing is a solid slide. One simple add-on that I love about this slide is they do include these straps. As you can see here, they do secure this Dometic fridge in place, and for those of you guys that don't want to go a little above and beyond to secure the fridge to the slide, these straps definitely do come in handy. Alright Dad, be honest, what do you think of this new slide with the fridge?
I think it's a very cool idea.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If you had a truck, would you put one on your truck?
Yeah, definitely, yeah, I will.
And what would you keep inside the fridge at all time?
Well, a lot of water and some sodas.
What kind of soda?
Sprite.
Alright guys, thanks Dad. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick install. Honestly guys, the install was not that hard. It did take me about an hour or so with the help of my dad. Obviously if you're gonna do this by yourself, then it might take a little longer, and obviously if you're filming like I do, it might kind of push you back a little more. But even with the filming, it took us about an hour, and I'm super content with the finished product. The only thing I have to do now is figure out how I'm going to be wiring this. For those of you guys that have third-gen Toyota Tacomas, know that on the side of it, it does have an outlet, which is why I ran it closer to that outlet. But keep in mind, I am running a Goal Zero, I am running solar panels, so I do want to eventually just kind of figure out a way to run that together. Just keep in mind that a lot of the stuff is already done. All the solar panels are running, the Goal Zero is up in action. So if you guys want to watch those videos and how I install those solar panels and how I'm running my Goal Zero, I'll be putting those videos down below, so you guys can definitely check those out after you watch this video. But when it comes down to the wiring, to the back of the truck, to the Dometic, you can definitely be expecting that video in the next couple of days. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for always tuning in. And again, to the guys at Dometic, thank you guys so much for sending this over. For all you guys that are watching and you guys are attending the Nito Auto Enthusiast show, I believe it's June 15, that's next Saturday. Do me a favor, hit me up on Instagram. I'll be there, the truck will be there, this whole setup will be there. So if you guys want to check it out in person, you guys can check it out. Feel free to shoot me a message or just stop by the booth. I'll be at the Beyond Wrap booth. So check it out, and I hope to see everybody there. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.